Schizophrenia is a form of psychosis in which a person has difficulty distinguishing what is real and what is not real.
Although I was hallucinating, I thought all my hallucinations were real.
I hear quite a few voices, and they can be distressing.
A lot of the symptoms I experienced were delusion-based, so they were based on false assumptions about the world or the people around me, and most of them were out of fear and paranoia.
My life was very chaotic in the time leading up to my diagnosis.
With schizophrenia and psychosis, it's a roller coaster. You have your good days and your bad days.
I lost 5 jobs due to mental illness. I moved 4 times because I never trusted my roommates.
I had to be taken in under the Mental Health Act, where my mother got me into treatment.
The process of actually getting the word psychosis was a bit of a relief, because now we finally knew what this thing was that was going on for me.
And mental illness, you can't see it, and there's no x-ray or blood test. Most people, if they didn't tell you they had a mental illness, you wouldn't know.
In my first year of university, I came out with schizophrenia in front of my class. And I think for other people, people need to practice bravery, and people need to practice just speaking more openly and honest about their symptoms.
Recovery has a few different parts. Part of it is going to all the appointments, so the appointments with the doctor, with the psychiatrist, with the community mental health worker, with clinicians.
If you don't have hope with schizophrenia, then it's hard to go anywhere.
If I was talking to someone who had recently been diagnosed with schizophrenia or psychosis, probably the most important thing that I could do for them would be to let them know that it gets easier.
I consider the treatment I got very good, and I feel that if more people had access to these treatments, such as early psychosis intervention, I feel that they would recover much better.
We can overcome the stigma. We can overcome being just schizophrenic.
You have to believe that things can get better than they are right now.
See a person and not an illness, because a diagnosis is just that. It's a diagnosis, it's a label, it's not an identity. And so the more you get to know a person and see their heart, their hopes and dreams, then the less you will see a schizophrenic, so to speak. And again, we don't use that word, we say people living with schizophrenia.
I'm not schizophrenic, my name is Sherry. And there's many things that make up me, and schizophrenia happens to be only one of them.